How we doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real Brad, and today I'll be doing my last 31 days of Halloween movies. So thank you for everyone watching all these movies in the 31 days of Halloween movies, and I'm sorry that this one is coming out a little late. As I said before, my other videos that I've been working so hard making tons of other videos in the month of October, and so I just kind of got a landslide with that, and so hopefully this is a nice last one for you guys to watch. Before we start off with this video, please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. You guys are liking my videos. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are the best. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is a 1975 musical comedy horror science fiction film. It's directed by Jim Sharman. It is based off of the 1973 musical The Rocky Horror Show. This film is a parody tribute to the science fiction and horror B movies of the 1930s and the 1960s. So this film is very interesting to talk about, as this is my first time watching the film. I picked up the Blu-ray a couple weeks before I watched the film, and you know what? I had no idea what I was expecting. This movie was really weird, but I think in the best ways possible. I love the way that this movie is definitely 100% a love letter to the science fiction and horror B movies that the writers and director really wanted to express in this film. And there's so many great things that if you have seen a lot of those earlier films, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. And I feel as though that I do want to go back and watch all the movies that they mention or they tribute to. Let's start off with a lot of the positives of this movie, and I think that the cast is very good. Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter. He is truly iconic. I mean, everyone always dresses up as him. His mannerism, his style, and the way he composes himself on screen is definitely a presence to be reckoned with. He is hilarious. He hits every line with such amazing delivery. Amazing production design is truly fantastic. I love all the weirdness to this castle of the laboratory and the weird switches and all these crazy extravagant lights and the colors and all these weird spooky spider webs that are filled throughout. You definitely feel like looks like a play because of how good the props look, but also feels like a film because they have a budget to make this look good. And so I always feel entranced into this film. And I think this is a movie that's going to be aging so well because of how great these realistic props look. The costume and makeup design are fantastic. These definitely were very influential for the rock punk style that we do see later after this film came out, and it definitely left a legacy on many people copying the similar style and making it their own. Costume designer Sue Blaine had no research for this film, just kind of created it out of whatever she thought would be really great for the script and for the film itself, and it just shows that these were truly iconic, and I just got to give her so much credit for making this movie look so great as it is. Makeup is really fantastic, as there's so much makeup that is used in this film, and it all looks so perfect, and I know that is a big set to the aesthetic of this film. I think it's so cool about this movie is it has that midnight movie status, as this is one of the longest limited release films of all time, and I don't know if the coronavirus or it probably did affect the viewings of this film. And cool to see that so many people made this a cult following, and that everyone wanted to go see this movie at midnight in just some selected theaters, and they would go all out wearing tons of costumes, mimicking the movie, talking during the movie, and even have people performing while the film is going on in certain theaters where they have a stage or whatnot. And it just goes to show, like, people having so much fun, creating a community, creating a group together, celebrating this great film. Definitely am so excited to want to go to these one day and just see what the hype and love about this film is. That leads into the cultural influence and impact. I mean, everyone pretty much knows about this movie. 2020, this movie is perfect more than ever, just showing their creative side and seeing who can be whoever you want to be. And this movie definitely has that kind of message. The music is fantastic in this movie. I really love the creative and hilarious music that fills throughout the movie. The songs are super duper catchy, and I found myself just going on Apple Music and playing all these songs and just realizing that maybe I should just go watch this movie again, because there was something about it that made me want to go back, even though I didn't truly love it. My only negatives with this film is the story. I just didn't feel truly connected with the characters and to the story itself. This movie definitely is more of an experience, just watching and listening to the music and just seeing the creative, artistic characteristics flown on the screen. It's gonna click with a lot more people than I do. And if you really love this movie, you think it's one of the best musicals ever, then I will not disagree with you there. So I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10. Let me know, guys, do you love Rocky Horror Picture Show? Is it one of your favorite musicals ever? Where does it rank in your Halloween movie watch list? I want to know all those things down below. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.